Hi, I'm Roger Bonds at physiciancareeradvisor.com. Thank you for taking time to learn more about how you can take the next step in your medical career. So let's cover your base pay. Remember, your base pay is just one part of your overall compensation package, along with the bonus, benefits, and possible buy-in opportunities. I call those your 4 Bs. For your pay, there are various physician income surveys in the marketplace that can give you national and regional numbers. These sources are possibly your own National Specialty Association, MGMA, Sullivan & Cotter & Associates, AMGA, and others that you'll find on the web. But be careful, that data is usually for last year, and if you're considering an opportunity for this year that starts next year, then you're really dealing with very dated information. Also realize these numbers are just averages of averages. If you were to look at the survey data and it says the average income for a region of the country that is, say, $240,000, this is still a huge section of America. So for the West Coast, let's say, this may be for a small practice in Ukiah, California, where I did some work. Averaged in with the major academic medical centers in Los Angeles, where I've done a lot of work. Now, let's take that a step further. Maybe you're considering a Los Angeles position, and they are only offering, say, $180,000, while the national or regional average is $240,000. I see that a lot in many of the large cities. That's because of supply and demand. In the local market, for example, there are, of course, only a limited number of opportunities in Los Angeles each year in that specialty. Now, that's called the supply. But there are lots of young and middle-aged physicians who want to work in the LA area, so that's called the demand. Additionally, there's a lot of competition in managed care in Los Angeles. It all comes down to smaller pay for you, but whether you're in a competitive area or in just the opposite situation, we oftentimes ask for more money and get it. And that's why you need the information on what's working in the marketplace for your specialty in that geographical area right now. And make sure that it's not old survey data that you're relying on. So here are the steps to help you in brief. First of all, know the national or regional income average for your specialty for this year or projected for next year, preferably for this stage in your career as well. Newly practicing physicians may make less, but sometimes they make more because they're heavily recruited or have new skills such as robotic surgery or double boarded. For the practice opportunity itself, realize where they're coming from. Are they a small practice in a rural market or in a large clinic in a major city with lots of competition? Maybe you think a small rural practice can pay as much, but what if that hospital is subsidizing them as well? Or should we ask the hospital to subsidize them so that you can be paid for what's worth your time? Lots of variables can make a big difference. Look at the total package also. The base pay, remember, is just a part of it. Do they have a great bonus plan and benefits that can allow you to take a smaller base pay? We'll have to discuss those details on another video. It's not enough time here today. Now, there's nothing wrong with asking for more money, and almost everyone does it. And don't fall for the old wives' tale that the largest organizations and academic institutions never negotiate collectively. I've seen a lot of money added to these deals. Did you know that the major managed care companies and academic programs often have money available from other budgets? You don't know until you ask. Now, when and how to ask can make a dramatic difference. First, before you go on an interview, whether by Skype or traveling out of town for the interview, ask approximately how much the position will pay. If you aren't on the same page, don't waste your time unless you're actually going for an interview experience or to get a free trip home, but I'd rather you not do that. Now, even if they ask you to sign a letter of intent and you're not sure what that is, realize that this is a short document. It's completely non-binding and only to get the ball rolling. So it's usually okay to sign those. Usually, I also don't ask them about making changes in the contract of any significance until I actually have the document on the table. By then, we should know a lot more about the practice, the hospital, or the department and have a feel for what they should be paying you and the rest of the package that would be competitive. Additionally, if they are aggressively shortchanging you, don't slam the door too quickly. Politely but firmly tell them, perhaps in an email, that you have the national numbers or have an expert advisor and they need to be competitive with your other offers. Now, there are too many scenarios to cover here, but that should give you a good idea to start. Now, if you want to know more, like this video and subscribe for these future videos that we'll have. Go to physiciancareeradvisor.com and get my free newsletter. Find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and invite me to speak at your next national conference or grand rounds. My email is rbonds@physiciancareeradvisor.com, or call my office at 770-649-7150. My extension is 203. You have a tremendous future ahead of you. I'll see you next time.